very much in favor of the counting of points.
Does it work for you? No.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our favorite figure skating podcast, at least the three people on this podcast right now.
It is my favorite.
It's my favorite, too.
One.
She speaks for all of us.
Yes. I'm Ashley Wagner.
I'm Adam Rippon, and with us, as always, is not Olympic champion Sarah Hughes.
Which is not sarcasm. I'm not an Olympic champion. We're not making a joke.
No,
you know what I want to know.
We're making reality.
TV.
I have gotten messages recently where people were like, I'm going to be honest, I thought that you all were just kind of making fun of Sarah. And
Yes.
It wasn't until just now that I realized that there's a Sarah Hughes that works at NBC. And I want to know what changed your mind.
I want to know what
you?
did you think the joke was? You're not an Olympic champion, as me and Ashley sit here with our also no
not
Olympic
Olympic
gold medals. Yeah, haha, Sarah.
Right, and I'm just sitting here like not
Just
clarifying
taking
at
it.
any point. Yeah.
Right.
Just
and they're like,
taking the
well,
abuse.
they did reference her run for office, so it has to actually
Oh
be
my God, it's the
her.
run for office.
Maybe
That's it.
that is what did it.
And
Yeah.
all the degrees.
Politics always
I
does
have-
it.
1 degree, everyone. Total. 1. Which
Yeah,
is
and zero
one more
Olympic
than
medals.
Adam has. Ashley has the most Ashley has the most degrees on this podcast.
She does.
Not yet. Currently only a 1.
Okay, but you're
I'm en
gonna
route
have
to
the
2.
most.
Well, then altogether
am.
we have 2.
That's going to be so fun to be the most educated person on this podcast and still be the most wrong about everything on this podcast.
No, it's important that you're the most learned person on this podcast. To me, it's important that you...
Well, when Ashley has 2 degrees, then there will be 3 degrees for the 3 of us.
I'll share.
Which is fair to me. What wasn't fair to me was the women's event in Espoo.
Ooh,
Okay.
that wasn't fair to anyone.
No, that was... Okay.
Wait, should we start by saying that Ashley already had this conversation with everyone on Twitter, and now
I got in a fight on Twitter, and you know what? Listen, that's not new for me.
Adam and I tried to tell Ashley to not do this,
Engage.
and she does do it anyways.
Because here's the thing. People give me attitude, and they don't understand that my response to them is me tempering
Attitude.
myself.
And
I could be so much worse, and I'm not.
no, and we
because
know that. And we do know that.
We know that.
You personally know that. And listen, I'm gonna say this. Figure skating Twitter, figure skating fandom, we adore you. Y'all need to fucking chill.
No, you don't.
Because
Never change.
It's just
No,
figure
I
skating.
like the
It's just
intensity.
figure
I like the
skating.
intensity. And I also
I do too.
No, I love the intensity. But I actually want to bring up something that in your tirade on
My
X.com,
tirade.
you
Yes.
said something. What did you say exactly about
You want me to pull it up? I will.
Yeah, I actually I want you to do a dramatic reading of your own
will.
analysis of what you thought was missing from the women's event.
Yeah, just
Okay.
read I mean, like 1 or 2 things that you had said.
I'll let you know where it started, and this is where I went wrong.
Where it
Right.
started. I'll let you know where it went wrong. Let me
It went
start.
wrong right at the start.
It went wrong because I said it.
Yep.
The tweet
Yes, in question.
heard round the world.
Mhm, it was heard around the world.
Thank God we have Cowrie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't feel like the women's event is as stacked as the men's field is this Grand Prix season, and I hope we can get back to that level of drama again. It just doesn't feel as refined. Now, from here,
Yes.
I do want to just immediately say someone responded and just listed every single skater on the Grand Prix circuit and was like, I actually would argue that this is a very stacked field. And I very badly wanted to be like, I too can name all the Grand Prix skaters. But I knew that
No,
would be
you
a
can't.
lie. I knew it would be a lie, which is why I didn't say
And
it.
you know what?
You
Since I
can't.
cannot name all the Grand Prix skaters, check and mate.
Checkmate, ma'am. You're right.
I'm gonna say
I
something.
want drama.
I'm gonna say I agree, but I don't think that this is a technical thing.
No.
I think that this is like what we're seeing in the men's event is we're seeing clean skates. We're seeing performance.
Yes.
And the women right now, especially at this event in Espoo, you can make mistakes, but there were a lot of programs that just, yes, it just didn't feel like refined. Because I was thinking, like, is
No.
it the technical stuff? And I actually went back and I watched, like, Ashley, when you were having one of your, like, first really good senior seasons, you were just doing triple-double in the short program, a triple, double
Yeah.
axel. But it was, from my point of view, such a great performance, and it felt clean and it felt exciting, and it didn't matter to me that there wasn't a triple in it. So it's not the triple or the lacking technical content that's
No.
Yeah.
that feels so muddy. It's just the lack of
It's the lacking. It's just lacking. And it's not. And the point that I was trying to make is this is a direct result of the quad push from the Russian women.
Wait,
and
I think, can I say something? I think
Say
more
yes.
Please.
specifically than that, it is about for, what year is it? For
it's
the last
2023.
in the year of our Lord.
For the last 7 years, there has been almost no hope for anyone to win an international event over a Russian teenager, random one every year, random new one every year, who almost 100% of them did not
Ever make a
perform
mistake.
well. No, they didn't perform well. They never
No,
had to.
They
So,
didn't
like,
have to.
my point is this. I am not making it well. But over the last, say, 8 years or so, the men who were at the top of the men's event were excellent performers.
Mm-hmm.
The women who were at the top of the women's event were not necessarily.
Yes.
And they didn't have to be. There was no reason
And so
for them
that,
to change what they were doing.
To me, trickles down to younger skaters as they come up. If they're emulating someone who's winning a lot, and
What
the
are they
people who
seeing?
are
They're
winning a
seeing
lot
Mm-hmm.
are not strong performers, are not strong skaters in a lot of cases. I mean,
Right.
Kosternaya doesn't belong in this conversation, but a lot
No.
of the other Russian women do.
Yeah.
I think that had a really negative impact on the discipline as a whole, and we're just now seeing it.
I think
Yeah.
that's totally correct. Where it is that trickle down effect of like, what are they doing and how can I try to catch up? Where the performance was just not important. Everybody felt so far behind technically that was the focus. And so now we're kind of left with these performances where you can tell that the performance was not the focus. Except
Right, and
for Laurie
you're
Naki
just-
Gutman, who did end on her stomach again.
Yes, she
and
did.
we love her for that. No, I think that when you look at this discipline, I really think it's important to note, like, we're not saying anything about the technical. I do think that the technical is really sloppy right now also, which makes it kind of frustrating. We're not seeing a ton of, like, perfectly clean performances, but there's no presence because that has not been rewarded, that has not been prioritized. And so, like, when I say it's lacking refinement, I am not saying these girls trying triple axels are bad. I like you said, Adam, I did a triple double in my short program at like my peak. The sport has changed. That would not necessarily guarantee me to be competitive right now. But because of that change,
And you're
the
pregnant.
change that actually happened, and I'm pregnant.
That would
Actually,
be
you know what? I would probably rotate a triple perfectly.
Maybe cleanly.
right
The
now.
centrifugal force of
Science.
the centrifugal force of science. Yes, I say this with no degree, but I do believe that the science would be behind that. But yes, please go on.
It's just like the men, we saw this, and Sarah and I were actually talking about this last night. The men, like, if you go back to the first real quad push, the men were super sloppy. It was about the quads, and it wasn't necessarily that much of a performance. And then you see that now multiple men have these quads, and so you have to stand out. So how are you going to stand out? That second mark, the skating skills. That's where we see athletes like Patrick Chan coming up and really solidifying their name in the sport. And so the women just feel like they're kind of in that early stage of messy technical, and it's going to get better, but they're not refined right now. And we have a couple that are definitely standouts, like Cowrie obviously is a huge standout for me. But like, I want an event where this Grand Prix final, if Cowrie goes clean, if Luna goes clean, like we know what's going to happen. In the men's event, if every single person skates their absolute best, I don't know if we can say we actually know how it's going to shake out. And that's so exciting.
No, I totally feel you. I absolutely feel you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I just think even if you look at what I thought were the best performances this weekend, Amber Glenn, congratulations, Team Glenheads.
Good girl.
Amber, I don't know this for sure, so don't take me at face value, but she's got to be one of the oldest women in that field this weekend. And like, so she, when she was young, was watching skaters like Ashley, which is apparent from the music choice, obviously. But like, she wasn't, the ones who are younger, who were young when Trusova was winning,
Right.
I just think that comes through. I just think you can tell.
I think that's a good point to make.
And you know, I think this brings me to my next point. And my next point is Amber. I want to talk about Amber. I really, this is my biggest critique. I really want Amber to stop being sorry. I want her to stop being apologetic when things aren't perfect. Because when I'm watching Amber, I really do feel like I'm watching somebody who I truly feel could be right in the mix and absolutely should be competing for a medal at every Grand Prix that she's at, and should be in that mix, in that top 5 in the world, competing for a world medal world. I believe that is the caliber of skater she is in this field that we have right now. That is, and I want her to believe that. And I feel that when she makes a mistake, I think that sometimes she goes, "Oh my God, I'm disappointing people," and she's not. She's not disappointing anyone. Everybody knows the ice is slippery. You know, Cowrie went out there and she did a double flip, triple toe, and it didn't really matter. It didn't take away from her performance. None of us walked away from that performance thinking, oh, she has a lot of work to do. It was just a simple mistake. And I think that if Amber had a little bit more of that, like, you know, we all need a little bit of delusion. And I think if she had a little bit more delusion.
I want her to be cockier. I want her to be cockier.
Or just know that, like, she's good, right? Like,
right, that's what I mean.
Good.
Own
you did
it.
a double flip. Who cares? And I think that you could see that there was,
I
like,
do care about that.
I mean,
do care about
but
that.
everybody makes a mistake.
But I think, and Adam and I were talking about this, I care more about it because I can tell how much she cares about it.
Totally.
Like, if
it
felt
affects
like
me.
something she was able to shrug off quickly and have it just not affect her at all, and, like, kudos to her because it clearly didn't affect the long program. But, like, within the program itself, it feels like, you know, she's got to shake it off more than, like, some other skaters need to shake off their mistakes. And so that makes me care about the mistake more than I normally would.
Yeah. I mean, I said this about her. Where was she? Skate America? She needs to learn how to make a mistake. I was so proud of her in that free skate because she opens up with that pop. And I saw that and I was like, oh, fuck. No.
I know.
And then she didn't let it define her, and she had a fantastic
and by the end of the
skate.
skate, you forgot she even did that.
Totally.
Because it doesn't matter.
No.
Delusion is the perfect word, because you have to, like, my mentality when I was competing was like, if I made a mistake, I performed even more, because my mindset was like, make them forget that happened.
Right.
Make them forget. And like, I want her to skate like she knows that she's good, because she is good. And I hope that she believes that she is good. And like, Adam, when you say you want her to stop being sorry, that literally gave me chills, because I feel like I went through that
We
in my
all
own
do.
career.
Yes.
It's like such a natural point where you're just like, everyone, like when you're right on
I'm
that
letting
cusp-
people down. You're not.
No,
You
you're
are not
It's-
letting anyone
it's
down.
literally just a sport. It's just a sport. And you're not letting anyone down. And if you own how good you are, that can be kind of scary, because then it's like, all right, I have to admit that I'm good and there's something at stake here. But you would be so surprised mentally how much stronger and more resilient you are on the other side of that than like being afraid to be like, I'm good and I expect something out of myself. Like,
and also, you like in
that's
it,
what I want.
especially in a short program, like of all of those elements, only 3 of them are jumps. And so, yeah, that's easier said than done. And of course, when
Yeah.
somebody makes a mistake on a jump, we're like, uh-oh, that's not great.
Yeah.
But for an overall performance, that's something that, like, as a skater, you need to remember so you stay in the zone. I don't want to feel like you're carrying that weight of a mistake throughout a program.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that with, like, Shoma, right?
That's
Like,
exactly what I was going to say.
yeah.
Last week, Shoma messed up both of his opening quads. And by the end of the program, you're sitting there and you're like, that was amazing.
I did not care
You're
at
right.
all
You
that
forget.
he messed up those quads.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
No.
And I think Amber should be sitting there looking at, okay, I got a 133 for a program where I did a single axle and I went second,
right.
which
Right.
means that my ceiling is really high. Because
And that's such a good thing.
I mean, yeah, Adam made the point that if she had done exactly that program with the single axle and she had even been in the second group, she would have gotten 5 more points. So the ceiling is in the 145 range to me, and that is a world medal score.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in
Do
addition,
you think she needs to give up the triple axle though, and
No.
just like
I don't.
no.
She's
No,
clearly
because-
able to give herself the grace on that jump to move on.
Yes.
She's
that's
clearly
the
able to
thing.
do that. So I
She-
don't think that's
Yeah.
the problem.
No,
I
it's
think just continuing to go after it
Yeah.
and then letting herself move on.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's a time and a place, right? Like, let's say she's at the World Championships, and in this scenario, everybody skates
Sure.
terrible. And it's like, if Amber skates clean, I think that there's going to be a conversation where her coach turns to her and goes, just do a double axel and have a great program.
Sure.
Yeah.
But in the
But-
overall scheme, I don't think the triple axle is causing a problem here.
No.
No, because she gives herself grace on that element because, oh, it's a triple axel. It's hard. It's
Right.
not as consistent as my other jumps. But she's not going to give herself grace on the other jumps. She
Yeah.
needs to be able to compartmentalize in the same way that she is doing with that one jump.
Yeah.
And, you
Yeah.
know, like, in addition to not being sorry, don't be surprised. Stop
Yeah.
being surprised when you get a good score. Don't be surprised if you get a bad score when you don't skate well. Just
Right.
but just a little bit more of, like, knowing you are a star, knowing that you have
Yeah.
these superstar qualities. Let it go. People are there to cheer you on, whether you do your best or your worst. Nobody is feeling like you've disappointed them, and I feel that, like, she has that pressure on her. Just let it go. Let it go.
We've
Nobody's
all been
putting
there.
That's probably the reason why I'm so heated
Passionate about this.
Yes, is because we've all felt like that. Like, as a skater, we've all felt like, God, everybody says that I can do it, and we get this imposter syndrome of, like, I think that I'm tricking people into thinking that, like, that I can do something that I really can't do, and you start to just pile it on. And as soon as you let that go, it's so liberating. And I hope she finds that liberation. That's really what I hope. And that honestly was my biggest takeaway from the women's event.
I mean, I'm actually looking at her scores right now, and her tech score was higher than Cowrie's.
Right. With a single axle. Because her jumps are really good, because she's a great performer, because she's doing harder transitional content than maybe she once was. And like, she's good.
And it's never over till it's over. You know, because this event was so messy, especially in a short program, that who knows? I have no idea what kind of headspace she was in. But it did help that the whole event was messy, that she was able to get back up onto the podium, that the scores were closer to where she was. And that did help.
But like, lesson learned. Let's take that for what it is and move on.
Yep.
Totally. That's it. Hard stop. I mean,
speaking of her headspace, someone did tweet that it seemed like she thought she was on Team Ashley during the short program, and then she realized she was on Team Sarah for the free skate.
Should we go over the draft?
I think we should.
We should.
Oh, Ashley, you seem a bit sour.
Oh, I can't be sour because I don't know what happened, because I stopped following this weeks ago.
So, in the draft this week, very exciting. A lot of movement, aka none. Ashley did come in third. Okay? She did come in third. She got 43 points, but she did come away with 3 medals, which is, that's a great congratulations,
That's
Ashley.
significant.
Wait, who were your medalists? I don't remember who everybody had.
So Ashley's medalists, she had Kevin Amos, she had Conti and Machi, and she had Chalk and Bates. A full set of gold, silver, and bronze.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Ashley, not these skaters. I will congratulate them later at a later date.
At an appropriate date. Yes.
Now, Team Adam, aka me. I did have a good event, okay? Not my best event. I came away with 3 medals. I had 48 points. Did I... how do I say this? Did I lose a lot of points putting a lot of money in Jimmy Ma's basket? I did. And I thought I was going to get a ton of them after the short program.
Jimmy Ma and Amber Glenn are living parallel lives in reverse.
Yes.
Unfortunately for Jimmy Ma.
Well, more unfortunately for my team, because this is really what held me back.
Yeah, this is real
winning.
life
That
we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Team Sarah almost had a perfect team medaling in. She had medals galore, 5 medals, the most anyone in the draft, in the history of this draft, has ever won. 3 bronze, a gold, and a silver. Matteo Rizzo only not making the podium, but 4th. It really doesn't get better than that.
He said the judging is corrupt, so I'm going to say that too.
It is.
I would like to point out that I was curious about the invalid choreo step and if it really held him back that much, and it did not. He wouldn't have gotten on the podium with the choreo step, correct?
Yeah. With the choreo sequence, I think he would have, he obviously would have been a lot closer, but no, that alone is not the problem.
No.
But I do think Matteo has a case.
Mm-hmm.
I love going straight to conspiracy.
It's not a conspiracy, and I'm not fully on like, oh, it's corrupt, but I do think that he was underscored. I think he was underscored.
Too. I think
it doesn't mean I'm saying he should have beaten Kevin, but I do think Matteo was underscored for what he did.
Do you say that because that would have meant another medal for your team?
No.
Yes. Well, you didn't need another medal because you came away with 56 points.
Wow!
The best event of the Grand Prix so far. And as it stands, Team Sarah has now taken the lead with 245 points. Team Adam has 244. And Team Ashley close behind with 215.
Did you guys know that we're actually playing by golf rules? And Sarah, you need to slow your roll.
She does need to slow her roll. But congratulations, Ashley. No one on your team withdrew.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, and I feel really good about that. Yeah, I was
Yet
getting
again.
worried that my jinx was actually starting to become physically harmful. And so it's just good to know that it really stays within.
I mean, I mean,
The
if we're
mental.
speaking of a jinx, I mean, the corruption did help you get more points. Kevin coming away with a bronze.
Thank you so much, ISU. I really appreciate
I do think
your
that was weird, by the
leanings
way.
towards Kevin.
And I think
I
I don't understand
Don't
really
understand
what happened. So
yeah.
to people who asked us about it, I don't understand what happened. He does the choreo sequence earlier in the program than they called it. Like, it was almost like the caller didn't see it, which was very
Yeah.
odd because within the choreo sequence, it's super clear that that's what he's doing. He does like a very weird body roll in front of the judges and then does like a choreo.
Not a body roll.
He does. And then he does like kind of a choreo sliding movement as part. Like, it's very
Yeah.
obvious he's doing choreo.
Yeah.
And they just
You
didn't
know-
call it. And then the next thing they called was like a triple axel double toe or something, whatever his next jumping pass was. And then they acted like the first part of his step sequence was his choreo sequence, and then they didn't give him any credit. I don't really know what happened. And maybe he just didn't meet a requirement of the choreo sequence when he first did it. And so they didn't acknowledge it. And then I really don't know what happened. It was odd.
Yeah.
I will tell you that at these Grand Prix, sometimes these callers get a little cuckoo nuts crazy. And I'll tell you this from experience, where you've been doing a program throughout the season so far. Maybe you've done one Grand Prix, maybe you've done a Senior B, and you can get to a Grand Prix and all of a sudden somebody's going to come up to
Something's
you.
an issue.
Yes, somebody's going to come up to you and they're going to go, they saw your step sequence in practice and they're not going to give it to you. And you're like, why?
Why?
Because I am doing a step sequence. And they're going,
It has been scored as a step sequence this entire season.
yes, and they're going, Anne-Marie Shevchenko-Pachenko is saying that she doesn't feel that it covers the full rink. And I did have to. I remember that one Grand Prix, I had a serpentine pattern, and the team leader came up to me and she was like, I heard that they're not going to give you the step sequence. So I remember thinking, okay, you know what? I'm just going to make the serpentine a circle. So I changed my program like as it was happening. So Anne-Marie Shevchenko-Pachenko could give me a step sequence. And this happens at these Grand Prix sometimes where somebody is just being overly strict. And it's kind of like a power.
It's so stupid. It's a
so
power
stupid.
move. It happens more than you think. And it absolutely is people who are like, this is my big shot. And I have been watching this all season and have been surprised that Adam has been getting credit for this step sequence.
Yes.
And so I am going to make it known that the other judges and other callers don't know what they're doing.
Yes.
You see this
Totally.
a lot.
You know
it's so annoying.
who really wanted to make it known was the referee.
Shinamano.
Shinamano
The
loves making
referee
it
in the
known.
free dance?
The referee in the free dance.
Who do you think the problem team was? Because
The Hungarians.
Yep.
The
I agree.
Hungarians. Every camera
Absolutely.
angle I went into,
Hungarians,
the
they were
Hungarian,
in them.
the girl had the cheekiest smile, and she's about
Yep.
to cut heads. She crashed into at least 4 people, and then she blows the whistle, and she tells them to calm down. 1, don't be lame. Let them crash. I say this
Right.
as someone who
Blood.
has headbutt competitors. Let them crash.
Yeah, I'm asking for more drama in this sport, and you're trying
Taking it
to
away.
promote safety.
Also, 5 dance teams.
It's
That's
crazy.
so
It's
chaotic.
always been.
I hate dance warm-ups. Dance warm-ups are so scary. If you need an adrenaline rush, go stand in the middle of the ice during a dance warm-up. It's so intense. It seems like they're aiming for each other.
Oh, yeah. And the Hungarians were. They were
Were.
locked and loaded. Target sighted. it wasn't even a question of who I thought it was. I saw exactly what was happening, and I saw the fear in everyone's eyes and go, oh, she's not going to stop. They are not going to stop at all. And when the referee stopped them, I could see the disdain because that was part of their competitive plan.
Mm-hmm.
Fear-based plan.
It happened way earlier than I thought it would because I had heard that it had happened and then I was like, oh, I really need to see this. And I thought that it was going to go way later into the warm-up before the ref did her little boop boop. She shut that shit down immediately, which means that they almost killed someone 4 times in like the first minute 30.
Yeah, it was
100%.
quick. It was
Oh,
quick.
it was quick.
So fast.
Well, murder is fast.
As they say.
As we almost saw. But yeah, I've never seen that before in my life. I've never seen a referee
never.
be like, play nice. Now go.
What do you think they did? Did they give them like 6 seconds back?
I think that she blew the whistle and the time stopped.
Yeah.
They came
probably
over
just
and
gave
when
them
she
the
let
time
them
back.
go, then she let them off and she started the clock again. I'm almost 100% sure. But you don't just do that in a warm-up. That had to have been something that she was witnessing all week in practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there always is a team, or like even in singles and pairs, there's always like a skater that is really hard to skate with.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that the whistle was blown more often. Honestly.
Do you?
Some people need to be told. Oh my God. Anna Pogorelaya was so hard to skate with. And I understand, like, I'm a lefty, so I'm always in the way. So I was always trying to be really mindful of getting out of people's way. There's some skaters that are just like, you can either tell that they don't train with other like top level skaters and everyone moves out of their way, or you can tell that they're trying to kill you.
Yes. And sometimes it's a combination of both.
Yeah. So true.
Yeah, it's but yeah, that was something because you only do that when you're annoyed. And the referee was annoyed at what she had seen and finally was like, I'm going to shame. It
wasn't for safety. No. Because if it was
for shame.
For safety,
It was a
would not have
shame-based
been 5
call.
teams. That was a shame call.
Oh, it was a shame call.
And do you think they felt any shame afterwards?
They
No,
probably
they're probably
felt
like,
embrazened.
oh, I would have then
Is that a
actually
word?
hit someone.
Can you
You're
be
thinking
embrazened?
of emboldened, I think.
Yes, I was thinking of that, but I didn't say it.
Emboldened and brazen.
Thank you.
Brazen.
Nature.
Yeah, you combined those words. So
Well,
Great.
I don't have a degree, which is very obvious
It's
at
holding
this
you
point.
back. It's holding you back.
It is.
the free dance was an interesting event, though.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It was an
Sure
interesting
was.
event.
I want to talk about Maddie and Evan's face when they got their scores.
Okay.
Yeah, start there.
They were not pleased.
Mm-hmm.
I love this program. I really do. I don't think it was like the cleanest we've ever seen them
No.
skate it.
No, it wasn't.
The implications of that score, though, I think are frustrating. Question mark?
Yeah, we'll see if there are implications of that score. I don't know yet.
Yeah. It's too soon to tell.
It's too soon to tell because, like you said, it wasn't their cleanest. If it was a really clean skate and then it was like that, I would say that bodes
Yes.
poorly.
That's a message.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I thought that they skated well, but not their best. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Well, ask Matteo Rizzo and he'll tell you.
Conspiracy. Corruption.
I love conspiracy.
I really do too. I want more of it.
Yes, that's all I really want. You know, in this event, one thing I really did love is I loved seeing the American teams go back to back in the free dance.
Yes.
I really love that. And
I thought they both were great.
They were. I liked this free dance. I loved them both. But Zingis and Kolesnik, I love them. They're just
love
so
them. I
exciting.
love them.
And you can tell that like they're really using her single skating as a way to kind of separate themselves.
True.
And
they stand out.
They really stand out. And I think with like Carrera and Ponomarenko, I do feel like they look like a more seasoned team.
Yeah.
And
this is the most that I enjoyed them too. Like free dance back to back. I think in particular, they skated right after Zingis and Kolesnik, and automatically I was like, whoa, they have a lot of speed, a lot of flow. It's easy. Like you can just see the seniority there.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to compare those programs because they're just so different in energy and vibe. One feels very blockbuster with Zingis and Kolesnik, and the other feels very like Maddie and Zach, where it's something very moody, very slinky, and it's just a different energy entirely. But I really enjoyed both programs.
Right. And I think with Zingis and Kolesnik, my impression is that right now they're throwing it all out there to make this big impression. That like they're just putting everything, every cool thing that they can do into these programs. And sometimes I can see, if I'm being super critical, that like there are moments where it's like, oh, maybe that's not as clean as it could be. But I think like the thinking behind it is like, let's throw it all out there to make this big splash. And it's working on me. I am so impressed with them. And
they're like, Emmy, go do a split jump. And she's like, got it.
They're like, you're going to be going 0 miles an hour. And she goes, okay, how split should the jump be? It's amazing. She's doing a split jump from a standstill at the end of a program.
Yeah, good for her.
Sarah, you seem like you have something on your mind.
Say it.
I mean, I always have things on my mind when we're talking about ice dance. I generally agree with what you've said, though.
Generally,
yeah, no, the Carrera and Ponomarenko's program is way more mature. Mm-hmm. They have more power. It was obvious immediately when they started right after Kolesnik.
Yes.
It was obvious immediately. I will say that I think that Zingis and Kolesnik have a more natural connection. I think that, like, chemistry.
Yes.
I think that Christina and Anthony have improved that a lot, though. A lot. Mm-hmm. And this program is a good vehicle for them. The acrobatics are never highlight elements to me for Carrera and Ponomarenko. Mm-hmm. I feel like they're kind of labored and clunky on those, but the skating is better.
Mm-hmm. Skating is beautiful.
I love the skating.
Yeah, and you can just tell that like the amount of time they've spent together. It's evident.
Natural. It's very natural in that way.
But
I love watching her skate. I love her skating.
Oh, yeah. She's gorgeous.
I know. Yep. I just watch her and I'm like, you're so pretty. Your dress is so pretty. Your makeup is so pretty. Your hair is so pretty.
So
and the referee
That's all I'm
blows
thinking.
the whistle and she goes, that's enough of that.
Shut that down.
But yeah, no, I think that the order they ended up in made sense. I want to talk about Yulia Turkula and Matthias Verschluss.
Love them.
I
like them a lot.
Was blown away by, and I've seen this program before, but I think I watched it sort of absent-mindedly from Finlandia, or I don't know. Their opening lift is stunning.
Oh my god. What is it? Like the rotational
stunning
curve lift or something?
They do a stationary into rotational, and it's unbelievable. It's so good. It like took my breath away. It was so good.
When I was watching this event, because I was watching them back to back, and JP was half-heartedly watching. He's not giving a report this week, by the way. He did not. Nothing sunk in because he sat through all the women.
The special guest is my baby, actually.
Yes. And we had seen the women, we had seen the men, and then we were watching the ice dance, and the Finnish team came out, and he went, oh my God, wait, the Finnish ones are good here? And I went, yes, no, they're very good.
Yes, they're very good.
And he just went, well, finally. Okay.
That feels like a very Finnish response to me.
Oh,
though.
it was. And I was finished watching the skating with him at that moment.
No, they
I love
are
them.
really well in the free dance is what I'm talking about. Really well packaged for their lines. Like I like what they're wearing with the gradients, and her skirt works nicely with a lot of the elements that they do. And they are just making amazing like shapes together.
The shapes are cool. They have one where like they're right in front of the judges and they're doing these really cool arms in unison that kind of like make this circular. It's so cool.
Yeah, but I even think in the sort of paired elements like the dance spin, they make really cool shapes together. Like they are clearly intentionally making nice pictures in a way that is unique and different and amazing. I loved watching them.
You know what? When you say nice pictures, that actually reminds me of something that Mr. Nix told me when I first started working with him. And when he told me this, I was like, it's going to be an uphill battle with me, buddy. But he was like, the best thing that Sasha Cohen ever did in her career was you could take a picture of her at any moment in her program and it would be a beautiful picture. And that's why people loved her, even if they didn't realize that that's what it was.
Well, that's true, I think, in ice dance more even than the other three disciplines. And when I first started covering figure skating, that is one of the first things that my friend Michelle taught me about ice dance was if you take a picture of Tessa and Scott throughout their programs, you're not going to see a flexed foot. You're not going to see something that doesn't look pretty at any point. And that is why they're the best.
Why I have an issue with women skating right now, because it's a whole lot
It's
of
mostly
feet.
flexed feet. It's mostly flexed feet. One more thing about, I'm obsessed with Lari Naki-Gutman. She's the only skater in the entire world who's doing a
full flex.
Well, she's the only skater she's the only skater in the entire world who's doing a crossfoot spin correctly.
Yeah.
She's the
you don't
only
see that often.
No, you see two sad, and I used to do this. I did it one year where you put your two sad feet next to each other, and they're just not in the right spot, but you're just desperately trying to get a bullet.
Really hard to do this spin correctly, and you have to have like crazy turn in. You have to be able to turn your hips in. Crazy.
Well, her hips were turned in, and I was tuned in because I just wanted to make a note of that you'd never see that spin done correctly, and she does it perfectly.
Yeah, she did it like she was a men's skater from the 80s.
She did. Wait, shoot. There was something so you said you were bringing up the Sasha Cohen, she can't take a bad picture. I remember very vividly watching, some skating coverage where Dick Button and Peggy Fleming were doing the commentary. And Dick Button says exactly what Mr. Nick said, that at any point you could take a picture of Sasha Cohen and it's going to be a gorgeous photo, and that's what sets her apart. And then Peggy Fleming gets on the mic and she goes, yes, and her nickname is the China Doll.
Oh, no.
And I thought to myself, who is calling Sasha Cohen the China Doll to her face? Like, oh, there she is. Hey, China Doll. And I've thought about it, and maybe this coverage was 15 years ago. I've thought about it every day for 15 years. Her nickname is the China Doll. That's my Roman Empire. Yes.
I feel like that insinuates a lot of not great things. Like you're weak, brittle, could crack at any moment.
This is your.
I would not want to be called that.
I don't know that that's necessarily good.
Well, I think that's a bone to pick with Peggy Fleming.
Wait, I still can't believe. I know that we're jumping around a little bit, but I still am thinking about Chalk and Bates getting a lower technical score.
Oh.
Than Fournier, Boudry, Sorensen in the free dance.
Oh.
I'm still thinking about this.
I think she gets bonus points for like the core work that she's doing.
And the sunglasses
and that
she
is
wears.
an element. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Conspiracy.
It's conspiracy.
Corruption.
It's corruption and conspiracy.
Corruption.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's ice dance.
Yeah. Ever heard of it? Also, I want to talk about the pairs because I actually watched every single one front to back.
Wow. How are you feeling? Because that was a scary event.
Okay, I'm
Seriously.
feeling like I have no idea what's going on. I
Neither
have
do
no idea what's going on because I did like Haas and Volodin. I liked them, and I thought, good for them for having this good skate. You know, a little rough around the edges, but good for them.
Right.
Good for them. And then
you realized they won.
Yes, because I don't know why, and I understand why and how it, broke down, but I really preferred to watch Conti and Machi, and I really like them. And I was surprised at this point spread between them. And then on top of that, when Pang and Wang went out, I remember saying to myself, because they were on my draft, I went, this is awesome. I'm going to win the pairs. And then they were off the podium. That being said, I do know that they did planned side-by-side double Salchows.
I hate
want to talk
this.
about this.
I hate this.
Okay.
No.
Listen, we have said some choice words about the women's event, that they're going out there and they're, a lot of falls, a lot of flex feet, but those girls are pulling in. They're
No, they're
pulling
not.
in.
That's
Well,
not
no, they're
true.
not. No, they're
Wait,
not.
That's not true. I
That's
literally
not true
wrote
either.
down in my notes while I watched women not trying to land jumps.
But here's the
But
thing.
they didn't have
Here's the
planned
thing.
many of
double
them.
They're not
Salchows.
planning to do a double sow. When it happens, they're like, oh,
This never happens. That's what they're saying. This never happens. This never happened. I cannot believe I did a double Salchow. But when the Chinese team did a double Salchow, they went, look at me. And I
Crushed it.
went, just pull. I don't want to see I want to see, listen, double axle is the lowest level jump that I want to see as your side-by-side jump. I will let a single axle fly in combination. I'll let it fly. But I don't want to see you
That's
do
very
a planned.
giving.
Well, I am giving, if anything. I'm giving and I'm taking. But I don't. And also, they're getting plus rep. So at that point, I think they scored maybe 0.9 for that whole element. If I'm doing an element that I know I'm going to get 0.9 for, I'm skipping it. Sorry, I'm skipping it. I'm catching my breath.
save the energy.
0.9? Yeah, no. 0.9.
Someone else did a planned side-by-side double sow. Was it the Canadians?
An affliction.
It's been present for a few seasons, and it's like strategy, and I hate it.
Well, Peng used to do this with Jin, her former partner.
Yeah.
They did this think they did planned double Salchows like at the World Championships, possibly even the Olympics. I can't remember for sure.
That's
but
crazy.
I know they did it at a World Championships.
Zingas and Kolesnik are doing double Salchows into Twizzles.
It's so true.
And
They
if
really
they're
are.
doing double Salchows in the ice dance, I don't want to see
Illegally.
it in the pairs.
No, and I think that that's a really fair point to make, and I understand that there is strategy, and I understand that the pairs event is so sloppy that we should feel grateful when people stand up.
And I am.
But I don't.
Wait, you know who's my favorite new diva right now? Maria
Who?
Pavlova.
I love her.
Hungarian.
Yes, they're
Oh, yeah.
good.
She was so pissed fucking off when she did double 3 turns out of her throw in the short. She was gonna just, she couldn't stand it. And she was
Right.
gonna
She
wail.
added like 5 more layers to her dark eyeshadow.
Oh, yeah, Julia Fox inspired eyeliner. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this girl is so intense. And then when they
I
skated
love
the free skate, I was like, oh, she's whether come hell or high water, this girl's gonna do a clean program.
Well, and those are the kinds of girls that do well in pairs.
Totally.
Crazy ones. You have to be a little unhinged. You really do. Because it's so crazy what they're doing. It's so hard.
Yeah, you have to have that gear that you can turn on in your brain of like,
Yeah.
I will not go down. You could
No.
see it when like Alexa Knierim could turn that on. Megan Duhamel
Yes,
could
she
turn
could.
that on. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can see it when
Sharks.
they do it.
They're sharks.
Yeah.
They
Yes.
smell blood in the water, and they
And
get
it's their own
sharky.
blood.
It's their own blood, and they're
And
like,
they smell it.
Why is my femur sticking out of my leg?
Tape
I'm
it
gonna
up.
keep going though.
Tape it. I don't need two
I-
femurs. I have femur.
Which is why double sows are unacceptable, because it's like, you have this in you.
You have it in you. Do a double
You're
axle.
already doing throws. That's so scary.
But
like,
what's
you got
also
this.
scary is doing double sow plus rep. That's scary. If not scary,
That was the
terrifying.
most confusing part of it to me, is not that they did a planned double Salchow, because, like I said, she used to do that in her former partnership. I wasn't shocked to see that. I'm just confused about whether they intended to put a combination on those triple toes to start or not, because they're not meeting the requirements of the program.
No,
Doesn't
because
make any
if they
sense.
if they had done, listen, this goes against everything I stand for. But if they had done a double Salchow single axle combination jump, they would have been on the podium.
Yes.
And I know, yeah, I understand when you're trying to downgrade a program. Okay, listen, I get it. You're trying to downgrade a program so that you can go clean, you can gain confidence. I do believe that you would not fall in a single axle at the end of your double Salchow. I believe that.
I don't. But that's more for me. That's more for me, less for them. I can't do a single axle, so maybe they can't either.
Well, if you have a planned double Salchow, I'm pretty sure that you can do a planned single axle.
Yeah, I also can't do a double Salchow, so there is that.
Well, you never planned it.
Maybe I
you would go,
should've.
this never happens.
This never happens to me. I've been training it every single day of this season. All right, well, that's pairs.
Yeah,
That is
I think
pairs.
we basically only haven't touched a lot on the men. We talked about Mateo's choreo. I think
Can we
the
talk about
Japanese
Cow?
men at nationals.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you're talking about these two guys who basically skated to a draw here, Shun Sato
Yeah.
and Kao Mura, who, Shun Sato won the free skate, and had he not made a relatively small error in the short program, I think he could have
probably
won
would've
the whole event.
Yeah.
And you're looking at this coming weekend, Shoma Uno and Yuma Kageyama, and that's not even taking into account Sota Yamamoto, and they can send 3 guys to Worlds.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
It's incredibly stacked. That
Yeah.
Japanese nationals is going to be such an incredible event to watch.
So
because
true.
It's anybody's game.
And it's great to see, because it used to be you knew that Yuzu and Shoma were going to whatever they were going to,
And then it was a
you
fight
didn't
for
know
third.
who the third person was, because
Yes.
the rest of them were inconsistent. And now you have 3 guys who look really consistent behind the top 2.
Mm-hmm.
But also because they have had to become really good skaters and really consistent, because they've been fighting for one spot. It's the nature of the game. I am so thankful that I'm not a Japanese man currently.
Currently.
Because you just don't know what's going to happen. You really don't.
No, as a Japanese man, you do not know what is going to happen. That is true, Ashley. You don't. But that's what makes it so exciting, that they really
Yeah.
do have this incredible crop of skaters.
Yeah.
It's amazing what's happening in Japanese men's skating right now. I mean,
Japanese fans deserve this, because they're the most loyal fans. They will travel the world. They will go to every single event. And finally, they have a men's event that is this exciting, because there are so many skaters that could get onto the podium. Their fandom deserves an event of this
And you know what I
caliber.
deserved? The
What?
guy in the red bodysuit doing Backstreet Boys.
you deserve
So shout out to
that.
him, Nikita Starosin from Germany.
Yeah.
You are getting the Ashley Wagner It's Giving Camp Award.
Oh my
from
God, we
me.
haven't pulled out those awards in it's so dusty.
They're not always
I know.
deserved, but this
Blow it off.
this is necessary.
Mhm.
Necessary award.
You know who also deserves the It's Giving Camp Award?
Who?
Would be Who is the skater who has the
She doesn't
free
know.
skate?
You know,
No.
Jen, and you're asking us, who is it?
Okay, first of all, Lion King in a
Oh yeah, Litvintsev, who withdrew from this
Prince-
event.
that
Yes.
is not of a lion.
No, Shark Tooth.
Vladimir
Shark
Litvintsev.
tooth.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is, it's giving camp.
Absolutely.
That was a
Yes.
given.
Yeah.
We didn't need to announce that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad
gl-
we did though.
I
I'm
I
glad.
just did.
I'm glad we clarified. But
Yeah.
that was a given.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not much of a competition when you come out with shark teeth.
And short sleeves.
Did you guys watch Jason Brown this weekend?
No, I haven't seen it
didn't.
yet.
No.
Ah, well, a lot of people wanted us to talk about that, so I'm the only one who's listening to all of you.
I have a
except
full-time
for
job
Sarah.
being pregnant.
That
I
is-
have a
yeah,
full-time
you are.
job in reality.
Period.
She does. She does. Can
And
vouch
I
for that.
don't have a degree. Go on.
So between us, we have one job and 2 degrees.
Things are not looking good.
Yet they are. All at the same time, in the same breath. Sarah, did you watch?
Yeah, I did. Jason is a
Jason.
breath of fresh air as always to watch. He's not in perfect shape right now.
Mhm.
He's in good shape. Like, he didn't appear tired to me. Like, at the end of the free skate, he was still going strong, but he had some jump issues, a pop, like, you know, that sort of thing. He's doing a really intense free skate that I feel like is different for him, different than I've seen from a long time.
What
in a
is
long
it?
time.
Do you know?
I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But it has sort of a
Bolero.
I was
It's
just
Bolero.
about to say bolero.
This
da
intense
da 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 da
something
da
that...
da 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 da.
Dun, dun, dun,
Um,
da, 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 da.
No, it's
Or Rain
it's
in
like
His
very
Dark
it's
Eyes.
very intense. It almost has like a little darkness to it here and there, and
Yeah.
it's just kind of a different look on him, which
That's not his normal go-to.
No.
I feel like he's not that kind of darkness is not his
Agreed.
normal style.
it was surprising
But
to see.
I'd watch him skate to just about anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so I mean, good for him for just trying something else. I mean, he's an artist, as we all know. So I guess we can't talk much more about that, but that's my review of Jason Brown. Welcome back.
Well, not watching skating has never stopped Ashley from talking about it on the podcast.
I will always have an opinion about things I've never seen.
Well, I think... Well, I never watched it. It's my favorite moments.
Okay. Let's talk about NHK Trophy, Grand Prix Japan.
Yeah, let's
This
talk
weekend.
about it. I mean, for me, I'm just really looking forward to the Shoma versus Yuma.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
My chest tightens. I get so nervous for both of them because I love them both so much. And I feel like, why do they have to go up against each other right now?
We need this.
I mean, I think it's going to be great.
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna be a
excited. We're going to get to
fantastic
see them
event.
go up against each other twice in a row.
Yeah, it's going to be
Lucky us.
phenomenal. It's just, this is good. This is what we need. This is competition. This is NHK. Now back to you in the studio.
Mark.
And
I mean,
then the pairs have kind of a lot to be figured out in terms of who goes to the final. I'm not sure because Haza and Volodin are going to this one, so they're doing 2 in a row. And then Gilardi and Ambrosini are going, and Bakari Guarize are doing their CATS program for
Kitty
the Japanese
Paws
audience.
back at it. I hope they listen to our podcasts where we told them that if you're going to do a CATS program, you have to commit. And they come into this and commit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we get the Rocky program from Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson again this weekend.
Satin jackets.
Always great to see. We get the Finnish team again.
Thank God.
Yes. No, it's stacked, it's packed, and that leads us into the draft.
That was a good effort at a rhyme.
It's about rhyming is about rhythm. Good night. Ashley, Yet again, you get to choose first.
Great. I didn't prepare for this, so hold please. All right. I am going to start off with Yuma Kageyama.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I am going to take Shoma Uno.
Okay. Ashley, if you have jinxed Yuma Kageyama, I will never forgive you.
I didn't even think of that.
I think he's better than that.
I trust my children in Adam's hands,
Thank you.
but not yours.
You have to
As
prove
the
yourself.
soon-to-be mother.
I trust your children in your hands, but not the skaters.
Not my own.
Not the skating children. Not the skating children. I guess I'll take Guignard and Fabry.
I'm gonna take Lila and Lewis. It's giving camp.
It is.
I, Adam Rippon, will be taking Heian Lee.
All right, maybe I do need to move in on the women.
I'll take Mai Mihara back in the flesh after a withdrawal earlier this season.
And she's back.
Sorry, I'm looking for my women. I'm gonna go with. Oh, shit. I don't want to do this to Akaba.
You already did this. Didn't you pick her before?
Yeah, I did. I'm gonna go with Nina.
That's a good one.
Pinzeroni?
Mm-hmm.
Your little Belgian girl?
Our little Belgian girl. Okay. I am going to take Haas and Voladin.
Okay.
Oh, I have strategy this week. Oh.
I'll take Wakaba.
Mm-hmm.
Saved her.
Yeah. I saved her
From me.
From
Yeah.
destruction.
from destruction.
I want Kitty Paws.
Okay.
Gorise?
Mm-hmm.
I will be taking Gubanova.
I will take Lucas Bridgky.
That was a good one.
I was literally about to say, I will take Lucas Bridgky.
Foiled.
I'm going to take Camden.
I forgot he was going to this.
I love Camden skating when Camden
Yeah.
shows up.
Camden is a
He's
great
great.
skater.
Yeah.
I'll take Nika Godse.
I will take Rebecca Gilardi and Filippo Ambrosini.
Has anyone taken Lindsay?
No.
Mm-mm.
I'll take Lindsay.
And for my final pick, I will be choosing Yulia and Mateus, our Finnish dance team.
Love them.
So good.
Love them. My final pick is Gabrielle Frangiapani,
Great.
who was fifth at
A
Cup of China
leggy-
and was good.
Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Who are you thinking of?
Who was the Italian skater from last week that looks like he's maybe 8 feet tall?
Memola. Nikolai Memola.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, different guy.
Different Italian.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the draft for this week. Very interesting picks. It will be very interesting to see how we shape up heading into the Grand Prix final.
For the first time ever, I actually feel really good about my team.
I feel like I put some good strategy
That scares
into
me.
this. What if Ashley somehow makes up the 30 plus points?
What if I win? Just
You
what if?
almost did win once. It's not out of the
You were
question.
this close.
Ugh.
One time you were this close.
I lost my tiebreaker.
Yeah, right.
Because Sarah wouldn't let me be on her team.
Right. in a singles event. You were not allowed to be on a team. That is
I let you
true.
be on my team for the loser tiebreaker last week when I named 5 out of the 6 men at the Grand Prix
Someone
final, and you named the
sounds
6th one, and Adam gave you the win for that.
Still a little bitter. You sound like some of the people that have been tweeting at me on X. So
You mean I sound like you tweeting on X?
Yes, correct. Wait. Before we go, I do just want to say I was talking on the phone with Sarah on my way to my skate and sculpt class, and she was like, "You're not still on the ice, right?" And I was like, "No, I'm still skating. I'm doing everything. I'm doing the class." And she just goes, "Oh." And so I immediately feel like I need to like fill up the space and convince her that like it's okay. And I'm like, no. Like everything I'm doing, it's basically like I'm doing it on 2 feet. And she just quietly, immediately goes, "So no different from how you skated your entire career."
And that's how we know.
And I
that
told
you're
my
safe.
class that you said that. I told my class that you said that. And I had a new skater in the class, and he is just standing in the back, snapping, going, "Yeah."
It was too easy.
No.
She goes,
Old
if-
habits
she goes,
die hard.
She goes, "I'm not really skating that much, and if I do a turn, it's like on 2 feet." And I'm like, so like,
Your entire career.
So you're skating
Yeah.
competitively.
So like 2018.
You're
And I
competing.
said, yeah.
So you're competing.
My landings, my rockers.
Well, on that
All
note,
of it.
Ashley, welcome back to competition.
Thanks. Feels good to be here.
And you know what? On this Thanksgiving week, I'm thankful for you guys.
And I'm thankful for
Oh.
you guys. And I'm thankful for everybody who listens to this podcast and has fun listening to this. And we love you guys.
We have so much fun. We appreciate you all so much, and every single tweet that we get, we love. So keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. We love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We will see you next week when we talk about NHK. Reach out to us if there's anything you want us to talk about. Until then, we will see you next time here at the Run Through.
Bye.
Bye.
At the run through.
Here in studio. Good night.